phenomenal. Look at the dominance they had at the during the cash out with DRG and Haibu in that lobby. Absolute control. They won their vault fights. They then won in the championship. Yeah, I'd be worried if I was good against them.
Look, they've been in worse situations before and they've clawed their way out. Second or third is doable for them at the moment, but first is ideal. We're going to jump right on in to our losers bracket. First match of the day. Will KZ make it out of the trenches, or will they continue digging all the way down to 8th? We'll find out momentarily as we dive on in. APAC Cycle 3 TGM Online Series. Our first elimination is now.
Off to the races, the fine gentlemen go. Already vaults have been tapped. No one getting all up close and personal just yet. It's kind of disappointing. I wanted the action immediately. Well, talking of action, there's Yuchi getting a little bit of damage down and off angles galore. Immediately lowering Ace Skirmishers down to half health, having to dip away from that fight and reposition on a lower ground.
A great position there.
Is that flamethrower?
Flamethrower.
That's a
Flamethrower from YTR.
Yeah,
He's found 2 with it as well, mind you. He's taken out 2 quickly as well. Casey lose 1. Ace Skirmisher lose 1. There is a small trade there from Lot, but is it enough? KZ are wiped, and you were saying it. We've read the script. We also have our first winch claw of the day for Mame. He's bringing it out of the box. KZ are wiped. That's our first team gone for this matchup, and I don't think I was expecting it, but realistically, I don't think your script is too out of the ordinary. If these teams choose to bully KZ out of whatever it is that's happening right now, that is going to be a huge storyline make or break for this team, because if they get 5 points in this cycle, mind you, spawn camped right off the rip here by PSAD, if they go 0 for nothing and get 5 points this week, realistically, any team in that top 3 spot, if they get first back-to-back for the next 2 cycles, could knock KZ down out of that golden spot. Well, definitely will knock KZ down out of that golden spot. They'll definitely lose it today. Lockbolt as well. Diving on in, Hanabi getting involved. Ace Skirmisher need to be scared because that flamethrower has already claimed the lives of multiple.
Oh, the fact that there's a flamethrower in general is beautiful to see. I don't remember Hanabi bringing out a flamethrower during the top 16. I'm trying to really dial my brain.
I don't think I saw it.
Yeah, so this is new. This is definitely a strategy that could come out of nowhere. This isn't a new strat, though. Hiding up onto the crease of the office buildings. You can jump down from height and immediately Ace Skirmishers, oh, they don't fall for it. They're all fully aware of what came from it, but that lock bolt is just beautiful. Not going to do enough, and Steel comes through. Ace Skirmishers will jump up to the top. Meanwhile, King Zero able to do their work against PSAD. But again, back and forth in terms of who's dropping, who's coming, who's falling, who's getting the kills on PSAD versus King Zero.
Good bit of back and forth, makes for some great entertainment, but ultimately King Zero are going to continue that. It's in the name. They want to be the kings. They're going to walk away with vault number 1. It was a little rough off the rip, and you got to give it to them. They clawed their way back, but it's only the first vault. It's not worth a great deal, 8,000. And they scale as we go down the path of next vault after next, all the way through to vault 6. At the end, well, if you get that far, you might not see vault 6. You don't know, but it depends. I'd imagine KZ are going to play this one a lot different to what we usually see. They're going to maybe lock in the first 2, possibly a third, and then just play for either kills or a mixture of a third vault. It depends how they feel in this lobby, but so far they have been struggling a little bit in terms of the PvP with PSAD. Is that a big thing we need to worry about at the moment? Not necessarily. They did win Vault 1. That's good for them. But right now, it's just slow. It's business as usual. They're finding kills left, right, and center, though. Agan's got 2 for himself. He's going to get another. Riku. Sorry, Hewley Rice finds that one as Mame are ultimately wiped, a.k.a. Hanabi. A Skirmisher as well taken out. KZ and PSAD have flipped a little bit. They're not fighting each other anymore. They've swapped sides. They're going for different teams, respectively.
Good choice for PSAD. Their fight against King Zero is too even. Yeah, you could re-aggress it, you could play the game of insanity, see what you can do from it, and hope that you get the wins. Or you change things up, get a fresh fight, get a fresh face in front of you, and just feel how that game goes. Of course, PSAD probably, I would, and this is going to be my opinion, I feel the best team to try and dethrone King Zero and force them into that 4th spot position. But at the same time, you've got to think for yourself. If you go for that same fight once again and you don't win it, you're now leaving yourself in the risk of 4th. And on top of that, waiting to the very last winner's bracket before a shot at the finale. So, smart move. Good idea of switching up the tactics.
Well, you might as well. You win the first team fight, you sort of get that ego boost, and then you think, well, maybe why not? Let's give it a go. We've got a medium as well in the mix here as well for Ace Skirmisher, running that HML, and they were the team running it traditionally in our first couple of matches. They lose too quickly. Lot now the last alive. PSAD going for the hunt down, but it looks like they're a lot more comfortable going up against Ace Skirmisher than they were against KZ. Hanabi probably not too happy with the switch, considering that they have definitely struggled with every team, but going up against KZ is going to be even more difficult than what we've seen already in these matchups between the two. Aside from that, they're making a good effort. YTR taking some early damage, but having that flamethrower really does cut their options in half. They can't get close without taking a lot of damage. And then ultimately, if they can't get close, they can't do any damage. They will attempt to go for a steal here, but the dive on down. One trying to get involved. Great glitch barrel there. Does a lot of denying, and they lose 2 in the process. YTR the last alive. A Skirmisher have come over for a piece of the pie.
Why not go for a last second steal, see what damage you can do. Again, a glitch grenade being perfect as Yuchi finds a double. I was going to make comment about how Yuchi's been finding these hot angles today, and wow, he just continues to get almost, as I said last time we were here together, almost feels like he's playing Siege with those pinpoint accuracy angles that he finds.
He's just so out at left pocket that people don't expect it, especially with that invisibility. I mean, that LH1 as well, just headshot damage galore, even normal damage. I mean, you hit people with enough of those, and there's not really much they can do about it. KZ standing strong on that roof. Some great information being fed by Yuchi. Will get that glitch grenade off, but spotted by Midstar. RPG and one shot from that KS is enough to remove him from the equation, and KZ now left in a pretty rough position. They've done some good damage, but they don't have that fast healing that they need to keep him in the fight. The Dome is doing great work at keeping them up. Mesh shield, sorry, and as well as paired with that healing orb, but it's not enough. They are going to wait for the teammate to come back. Going to get a little bit of time in their pockets to back off and go for that soft reset off the back of a coin. But PSAD have shown that they are able to push KZ off this box when required. And they're going to take first spot now, pushing them down to second. We'll see if they can go 1 for 1 in the team fights.
Wrong
yeah,
move.
I think it is, but we'll see. They might be able to do it. They seem to have the ego. They're definitely locking into the fact that they want to take this fight. And they're confident in doing so. So you've got to give them that. Maybe the confidence is the difference maker.
Sorry, my wrong move wasn't from what you were saying.
Okay.
I confused you a little bit. No, well, I agree with what you're saying. What you're saying is correct. I think this is a good opportunity to fight them. I think it's definitely worth it. Wrong move was Hanabi. Why did you split? You needed to double. There was absolutely no way of winning this. Well, I guess we'll see what they could do. If they can get some wipes on PSAD and King Zero, hey, maybe something comes from it. I love you getting a little punch in the mouth of YTR, and no more flamethrower for this round. Still can start to go through, but you have to surf this thing as it goes down. Not 1, not 2, but how about all 3 floors? As Mame snipes from a distance. And this cash out has just got 10 times harder from where it was before.
You've got to remember, this is still important. This isn't like that, oh, okay, we get 4th, we go again in losers. This is, you get 4th, you are gone. This is why both teams are fighting so hard right now. KZ finding 1. They take down a member of Hanabi, Mame, removed from the equation. But KZ are here just to deny. They're happy letting PSAD take first because all they need to do is lock in their own position. If they get second or third, they're happy. They don't want anything weird to happen. But as you said, considering that they've staggered, they don't really need to get involved because they've made it difficult for themselves. No one's going to leave this vault to go over towards PSADS. It's just gone through the cash out. Now, it's all going to come down to that final 15-second rush at the end here where everyone's going to try for B. It doesn't need to be KZ or PSAD. They just need to deny. Hanabi can take it as much as they want. A Skirmisher can have it even if they need to, but you'll notice no one from PSAD or KZ is really getting involved at all. It's just a battle of the best right now. Hanabi, one left strong. They'll get the cash out. They'll keep themselves in it, but unfortunately for Ace Skirmisher, that's going to be the end of your cycle 3, and that was a quick one.
Ace Skirmisher, you qualified, but you just got burnt to the ground by a flamethrower.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that. It was an interesting pick. And